Hello, my name is Andres, and today I'd like to talk to you about the advanced portfolio management and how we can identify risk of the portfolio. Uh, Firstly, we introduce the concept of the volatility of a portfolio. When we combine different stocks in our portfolio, we can eliminate a big portion of risk through the diversification, meaning that if we have 20 stocks and one will be bearish, then it will likely not create a tremendous effect on our portfolio because we have so much more that are profitable. However, there is still the risk that remains in our portfolio, and it is going to be calculated to the extent to which stocks share the common risk. From this, we establish the volatility of a portfolio, which is the total risk measured as a standard deviation of a portfolio. In order to calculate this volatility, we will be using the statistical approaches. So to begin our calculation, we measure stocks co-movement correlation. How do we do so? Firstly, we look for the covariance. Covariance is the coefficient that represents how two randomly chosen securities are moving together, to which extent. We have a mean from which they tend to go in a different directions or in somewhat similar directions, and we divide it by n minus 1. The n minus 1 is there because this is a sample consisting of two stocks. If we use the set that comprises the entire market, then we're going to divide it by n, but it is irrelevant in the case of the portfolio. And we put the covariance in the correlation formula. We divide it then by the standard deviations of the securities. The standard deviation is just a range that represents how the security will likely to move and how far away will it move from the value on which it is established right now. The correlation uh, is ranging from -1 to +1. What does it mean? It means that if two stocks have a correlation of +1, it means that they are basically identical. It is the same stock. There is no need to separate them. It's not always good because if the market goes down against the stock, we will lose everything. The -1 means that they are absolutely the opposite. The one goes up, the second will go down. Also, completely needless for the portfolio because we will get nothing at the end. We are aiming for something in between, around zero. We then calculate the portfolio's variance after having the correlation calculated. This W represents the weight of the portfolio. So in the portfolio where there are two stocks, uh, both stocks were purchased for the same amount of money, they will have the weight of zero point 0.5. So weight just represents how much this stock contributes to the entire portfolio. The standard deviation of the particular stock or the security is being calculated. Um, and it's all plus together to get the variance of the returns of the portfolio. If we have more than two stocks, and we will likely do have such, we will be using the formula for the for the n stocks, thus having the variance for the entire portfolio of whichever amount of securities we have in our portfolio. Um, we then square the variance and get the standard deviation. So if our total portfolio is worth $10 and let's say the standard deviation is 17%, then it will likely to mean that by the end of the day our portfolio is going to worth either $8.3 or up to $11.7. This is the most favorable from the point of view of the statistics outcome. We are then interested in how to make sure that the standard deviation will lead us to the profitable direction, right? Um, to do so, we use the hedging. We either sell the stock that has the highest correlation with the cheapest stock. So if the correlation is +1 or close to +1 to the stock that is giving the less of the least of the income, or gives the goes into the opposite direction, then it is good idea to sell it right now, because it is going to move the entire portfolio down. The same with the opposite direction stocks. If we start to noticing that at this point of the market, the correlation between most profitable stock and like least profitable stock is -1, we also need to get rid of the first stock, because it's gonna affect the portfolio. Um, we can add additional stocks to our portfolio to keep diversifying it, uh, by making sure the correlation between the stock and the portfolio, or the stock and the particular stocks in the portfolio, will be around zero. Again, to make sure that we don't have the shared commonality between the movement of those securities. And following that principle, we have the most precise, as much as we can have, understanding of what's going to be the ultimate profit of the portfolio during the particular time period. Well, that was all. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye.